Good afternoon, One Nation Tribal Alliance. My name is Greg, the administrator for this One Nation Tribal Alliance. Today is Saturday, August the 12th, 2023, and this is the first series that I am going to start again. I'm starting all kinds of new things using the Zoom and to better enhance our communication and learning experiences. And today I will be interviewing Kimberly Tien from Love Expanded. And so, you know, I just want to go ahead and first welcome Kimberly to the show. We're going to do a quick interview today of your Love Expanded website, and we see what you have to offer. But, you know, just first of all, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, thank you so much for having me here today. I look forward to this interview series. Um, I've been doing healing off and on for years, and I offer coaching, spiritual mentorship. I offer courses, meditation, healing work, chakras, and I am a light language activator. And I've been kind of both in the 3D and the 5D, working in healthcare for most of my adult life and doing the healing kind of off and on and wanting to delve into it now more full time. So that's a little bit about myself.
Well, great, great. That sounds outstanding. What are one of your I guess biggest blessings in your life?
Well, I feel fortunate. I've had many blessings in my life, but the one that stands out the most is adopting my son when he was 5 months old. And it was a pivotal time in my life, not just because he was this beautiful little baby boy that was a blessing in my life, but it was also pivotal in my spiritual awakening. And at that time, before he was adopted, I started to take a lot of spiritual courses and really focusing on being a better person, a better mother for my son. And that kind of like started off my path of awakening at that time. So it was kind of both the two blessings at the same time.
Oh, that's great. That sounds great. So was this a spiritual time of awakening as well?
Yes, because I started taking NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and then I took hypnosis and certified in hypnosis and then Reiki. And for part of those courses, I don't remember which one, but we had to start meditating, and I meditated off and on, but not seriously. And so at that time, we really needed to connect to the energy, the healing energy, the cosmic energy. And so I started on a 30-day meditation. And because I was so active in my mind, I could not really settle. And it was very frustrating at times. And then on the 29th of my meditation practice, I could feel my mind starting to soften. And on the 30th, it was like my seventh chakra, just my crown chakra, just opened up and everything poured out, like memories from when I was born into this world, all my experiences. And so that kind of started the whole process, because I could remember, like I said, way back when I was a baby, and then all the spiritual experiences, and up until that time. And so it was like impacting it over years of remembering so many things that had transpired. Do you want me to continue on what those experiences
Yeah,
are?
yeah, go ahead. Tell us more about your experiences.
Okay. Well, going back, when I was little, I mean, I can't even remember how far back, but definitely 5, but probably before that, is I had a lot of visitations. a lot of dark entities, energies, discarnate beings. I think that there really was a portal where I slept in my bedroom. And so I would see all these different types of entities coming through, or species. And it was really traumatizing. And it wasn't anything that I could talk about at that time. It wasn't, I tried to talk to my mother, but, at that time, it wasn't really an acceptable thing to talk about. And so for me to go to sleep at night was, extremely fearful, because I knew that every time at night they would all come out. And I was around 5 that I was abducted, and I started to be abducted numerous times by the Greys. And so at that time, like I said, it was very traumatizing. I didn't understand it, but it kind of threw me into my journey. However, that is something that I just blocked out because it was traumatizing. And so, when I did this whole 30-day meditation, that my memory started to come back. When I was younger, I had a lot of energetic negative entities, ones that didn't want me to continue to pursue. I would have accidents out of nowhere, and I knew they were energies. And then when I was 15, I was sick and basically on my deathbed. And I had a near-death experience. I was hemorrhaging internally, and I went into shock and had a near-death experience. And at that time, for me, it was such a beautiful experience. I just assumed that I was just gonna go back to spirit. And then, I heard this voice say, no, that's not the way it's gonna be. I have free choice, and I can continue, but I would not be fulfilling my mission of why I came here to Earth. And so it's all these different experiences I started to unpack on my spiritual path. And the more that I delve into it, the more, a lot of realizations came to me. And it's not everyone believes this, but I believe that we come here understanding what experiences we're going to have. And so as much as I can say some things were uncomfortable, I do believe that it was a choice that I had to experience that. So
that's a lot of experiences. I mean, I you know, I started this tribal alliance to educate a lot of people about spirituality and what it's all about, connecting to your source. And basically, when I teach all this, a lot of people come up to me and says, I'm not I'm not part of this world. I'm a star seed.
mhm,
And I said, okay. And so I thought, man, I mean, I know a little bit about it because my tribe and other tribes have do make contact with the star people. And so I said, wow. So I guess a lot of people come to me. So my question for my audience would be for you is that since you have all these experiences, how are you sharing or teaching your knowledge and your experiences? And basically, what do you offer to help people understand, and so they won't be scared like you were in the beginning? They have
mhm,
to face it up. So tell us about that. uh, what you are willing to share and what you are teaching. Can
mhm.
you?
Definitely. I think that for me, and for anyone going through this journey, you really need to heal yourself completely.
Hmm.
Emotionally, mentally, psychologically, spiritually, so that you can continue to be open to receive all the blessings and all the natural gifts that you already have. So for me, it was really a healing journey to kind of understand who I was. They call it the dark night of the soul, or the shadow self. and people look at that as negative, and it isn't negative. It's facing who you are as a human, as a being. And so it's really necessary to go through these experiences so you can really get to know who you are. And through my journey, I realized that I am a star being, and I connected to a lot of different species. I'm more Arcturian, mantis, and they kind of are my primary ones. But I realized that I've had, many lives as a human and as a spiritual being, and even what you would consider an energetic being, kind of like Christ consciousness or the creator spirit. You go back and it's just an energy. And so I remember having lives in that manner as well. So, for anyone, it's about, walking the journey, being able to face what you consider negative or positive about yourself, but they're all positive. My understanding, our DNA, we hold all of our lifetimes, all of our gifts, and I don't see that only but a small population of humanity is fully human. Most of us have many different DNA, from different galaxies, different planets, different species, and it's all these gifts that we bring in, and we come to Earth at this time, to fulfill our mission. If we're light workers, it's time to fulfill that mission even now. So for me, the journey has been my own healing and understanding and opening up my heart, with love and compassion, and being okay with who I am. And it's taken a long time. I've spoken light language for many years, but it's taken me a long time to finally come out and admit, that yes, I'm a star being, and yes, I speak light language. And, I know now is the time for me to embrace that and offer that. And I did, just to go back a little bit, I used to do healing. I did Reiki, I did energy healing, I taught meditation, I taught chakras. I had my own wellness center for over a year. So it's work that I've been doing, but then, more in the 3D, raising my son. And so that's why now, I'm ready to embrace it. But I want to say to anyone that's on this journey, our journeys don't all look the same. So we can be a light worker and offer our services and whatever that might look like, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be behind the scenes. So when I was not in the forefront, I did a lot of energy work, vibrational and light language and healing. And just doing the healing is raising the vibration of yourself, your community, your family, and Mother Earth. And while I was quote unquote behind the scenes, I was doing a lot of astral traveling, going to other dimensions, other realms, working with teams and doing a lot of work on that level. So even though people might not have seen it in the 3D in this lifetime, for me, I was doing it on other dimensions. And so for me now, what I want to do is I want to offer all that I've learned, and some of it, it's basically all of wellness, eating healthy, living a healthy lifestyle, loving yourself, and offering the services of that. We are here to offer light. We're here to offer it to each other, to humanity, to other species, to Mother Earth. And so I want to offer, that type of healing. I'm a light language activator to offer that, to teach that. And one of the things that I found that is vital for everyone, not just myself, but that you really do connect, and ground and stay centered with Mother Earth, with yourself. And so I've done meditation for many years. I've taught meditation, and I find that is really crucial, because you really need to know who you are as a person, as a being, as a spiritual being. and to be able to really ground in this body, because even if you consider yourself a star being, you still chose to come here to be in this human body that Mother Earth gave us. And so you really need to treat it as a temple, to ground with it. And before you even begin, to start astral traveling, before you start doing healing work, because you really need to be grounded and protected in this physical body, in your spiritual, etheric body, your aura, to ensure that you're protected. And so there, some of the things that I teach, I want to continue to teach. And I have an upcoming class. It's a 15-day mindfulness meditation class. It's going to be free for those 15 days, and it's going to start August 21st. And so I really look forward to doing that. I'm offering it free because, again, I think it's really, really important that people, meditate and ground and be at peace within themselves. And then I have some other courses and projects I'm working on that I'm really excited about, and they'll be offered in the near future. I do light language activations and readings for people. So.
Hey, wow, that sounds great. Sounds like you've been busy. Um, you know, these courses that you offer, I mean, the meditation course free and all that. If some of the people in my audience might take that course, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, they can get a hold of me at my email, love@kimberlytien.com. My website is www.kimberlytien.com. And there'll be a link below. So the course it'll be a 15-day mindfulness meditation challenge. And then after that, it'll be available for 24 hours, and that day will close and the next one will open. And then after the course closes, then it will be a fee after that. But for the 15 days that it's, active, it will be free. So, and they can get that from my website, and then there'll be a link that I'll share too.
Okay, wow. Well, that sounds great. I mean, that you offer some free courses. Would you like to add anything else to your what you do, or anything else you want to add on to? Because this is interesting.
Well, I guess I just want to say to everyone that's listening that, we come into this world and into this 3D matrix, and we forget who we are. We're meant to forget who we are so that we can remember, and that we all are gifted. We all are here for a reason. And this is the time more than ever that we are needed, that we need to raise our vibrations. And no matter what it is that you do, if you can do it in high vibration and not to compare yourself to others, that everyone has their own unique gifts. If it means raising your children or planting a garden or offering light language, or you're a healer or you're a speaker, whatever it might be, to be doing that in high vibration, because in that high vibration, you're expressing love, through you're radiating that love through yourself and to the planet and to all that you connect with. So to just understand, what your mission is. All of our missions are not the same, and everyone needs to really embrace and have gratitude for who they are, and to know that this healing journey never ends. It's an ongoing thing that we can continue to raise our vibration. And my motto on my website is love yourself, shine your light, and expand your consciousness. And you really do need to love yourself, and in that, shining your own divine light, and that will continue to expand your consciousness. But I do believe that we're at the time. I believe that star beings walk along with us, and they have for eternity. It's not something new. They are all around us, and they are our friends, our teams, our families, our ancestors, our support. Of course, there's some negative ones as well, but I'm only speaking of, the light ones. And that it's not like it's something new. It's there, and they are equal to us. They are not, our gods. They are our families, again, our ancestors, our friends, our teams that we work with. And yes, some of them might be more advanced, higher consciousness, but they are all here to assist us. And I think it's really important for people to understand, and that when you do connect with different species, star beings, that you really resonate with their heart, with their vibration, and then you will know what your truth is and whether or not you vibrate with them. Are they positive? Are they negative? And being really in tune with your body and your heart and your vibration, whether it feels right or it doesn't feel right. So I guess I wanted to add that as well.
Okay, well, great, great. Well, I find this very interesting. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna invite you back again. I want to do a follow up with this one because one thing I want to do is I want to call my people back home. I know because we do have uh when you say contact with the star bees and all that, in our hieroglyphs back home, we do have some hieroglyphs, pictographs of us, the natives, contacting the star bees
Mhm.
and all that. And so I want to go back and I want to study, ask a little more questions for my people more about that. And can I get you to come back and we do a follow up with this?
Of course. I
Okay.
love I love talking about this subject, so I more than willing and able to do so.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. Because I again, I want to learn. I want to learn more. I see it back home, not only with the Zunis, but with the Hopis and all the other southwestern tribes. They have it everywhere, but I just never concentrated about that because I know for a fact that they do exist. Because I mean, if we're the only humans out or living existence in this whole solar system, galaxy, universe, whatever, that'd be a lot of wasted space, huh? But I know
True.
there's other bees out there because it's coming out. It's coming out, and so I really really wanna look more into it because not only to show that they're out there, but to show that how they are going to help us here on Mother Earth, because that's all we're here to do is to help Mother Earth and how we can all connect with the star beings, with the light people, and how we as natives, we need to our thing is to take care of Mother Earth. But as you know, right now we're outnumbered, but we're gonna get back. We're gonna come back strong, with help. We're gonna come back strong. So I'm really interested, and I do want to go back, like I said, and start asking questions about why do we have this in our tribe? Why do we have that? Sort of like that stargazer, galaxy fraternity. Why do we have that in our native tribe? And why do we have those pictographs on our walls of our ancient ruins? I want to go back and ask that, and maybe we can talk more a little bit about this more, or I can bring out some of the things, and maybe you have some answers, or you could just share some more stuff about that and everything because this I like this. I like this. And we can open up a lot of people. And I know, like I said, a lot of my people would ask these kinds of questions. Well, I'm a star seed. I'm a star seed and all that. And I'm just like, okay, let me see what I can do. But it's good to have you on board. We're going to knock it out. And you're a good reference. And I look forward to our next meeting. So, people, if you have any questions, send them, email it to me or email it to Kimberly, and let her, look at the questions. So our next one, she can answer your questions. So again, you can get a hold of me at yawakia@yahoo.com, or if you're a tribal on the One Nation Tribal Alliance, throw me a question on that page because we're going to post this on um, the Tribal Alliance, One Nation Tribal Alliance page. So I'm looking forward to your comments and questions that you all have for Miss Kimberly here, and let's all have some good questions. And yeah, you want to close up anything else with close with anything, Kim?
Oh, I would just say it was a pleasure, and I appreciate you interviewing me. And I look forward to expanding on it because I love to talk about, different species and the connections of star beings and the beings here, humanity, natives, and the comparison. So I really look forward to that. So thank you.
All right. Well, thank you. You have a good afternoon. It's always wonderful to talk to you, and we'll see you next time. Okay.
All righty.
All right. Until
Thank
then,
you.
y'all have a great, wonderful afternoon, weekend, and we will see you next time. And this is just the first of many series that I want to do of interviewing other people. So let me know if you got something to say. I love y'all. Bye bye.
Bye.